All right, there's B. There's Zach.
Oh!
Hey, look at you figuring your fucking life out.
If I figured my life out, I would have been in your show, bro.
Oh, shit, he's got the Hey, look
What
at
if
you
we
figuring
came
your
on
fucking
and we
life
were
out.
all wearing green? That would be pretty funny. Should have worn green.
Rangers episode, we know. Uh-oh. Someone kicked me out. Hold on. Oh, this is obnoxious. All right, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, Ryan's still trying to figure out how to get. Ryan said his phone is blocking
him. Smart
him.
Ranger?
I mean, I would argue so, but apparently not. But I mean, why are you saying that? Because he's wearing glasses? That seems.
Barbaro has glasses.
Yes, but he doesn't wear them in the show.
No, but Barbaro's smart.
That's
Hi,
true.
And strong.
Hi, Michelle. Where's the G-Force at?
She said she's gonna jump out probably in a little bit.
Ah, okay. So is like anybody watching this yet? Or probably not, but
Oh yeah.
hello, fans. That's weird to say. There's fans, guys.
Oh, you got a lot of fans. Yeah, there's 30 people currently watching.
Yeah, I don't read the comments because I'm scared.
Oh, hey, Gene. No, Gina's up in here.
Hmm?
How is everybody? I have not seen your smiling faces in days. Zach, I haven't seen you in a couple months.
Yeah, I know. I went MIA there. I'm mysterious.
My dude,
Your beard's
you
gone.
like. I was gonna say you fall off the map and randomly come back constantly.
It was, method acting. It was very Gus of me to do that. He needed a break from you Rangers.
Ryan said he might have figured it out, so we might be seeing his face here in a second.
Tell him I'm proud of him.
Barbara, I just realized, do you have a cutout of Bruce Lee back there?
Yeah,
Yes.
Since
2012. After I got the Marine Corps, I bought one.
There's Jenna.
There's Bruce
We
Lee.
can reconnect there.
He's in the show too. Just watch
Freaking
it.
out their stream.
If Jenna gets on and she's not wearing green, she's bad. So should I turn this sideways so I can be like you guys, or like?
I'd recommend it.
No, see, I've never said this before, but I'm too tall for that. Wow. So you guys are all at desks. I'm on a couch, man.
I mean, if I go downstairs and sit on a couch, will it make you feel better about your life?
I mean, no, because that would be the same casting couch I had to go to get the Green Ranger role. Oh, wow. Is he stumped? He's flabbergasted, guys.
Well, actually, I was gonna say,
Hi, Aaron.
I think that'd be fun to talk about that here in a little bit. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna wait on Jenna. She's trying to get in right now, and it's glitching out on her.
Yeah, it took me a while to get in because Facebook was asking for my password. Like, once I'm logged in, I don't think about it.
Yeah, you got
It's like, hey, what's your password? I don't know. I wouldn't have to worry about once. I think I'm about to get me like a microphone and a camera for my computer.
I mean, I just have to get myself a computer, so.
I mean, just in case everyone's one, I'm not wearing green, but I got orange right here.
Shit, I should probably like. Hold on.
You know what? I got orange right here for you, Barbara, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's all about here. You know what? I'm gonna.
There you go. A lot from a distance. It looks like a piece of
It'll be
cheese.
present throughout this broadcast now. And I put it on my heart for you, for Tomas. You know, Michelle has been uncharacteristically quiet throughout.
I know. She's usually the one who doesn't shut the fuck up.
I think
Oh wait,
talking, but we can't hear her.
she's muted. Michelle, give a thumbs up if you can hear us. Yeah, your thing says you're muted.
Yeah. Your lips are moving, but nothing's coming out.
Yeah, even your icon is muted.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Michelle was having a full-blown conversation with us when we were just ignoring her.
She heard all that shit talking.
Y'all tune me out anyway, so you're used to it.
That's not true.
All that used to it.
What Michelle was really doing was her other job.
Which is
Breaking people's backs.
A phone sex operator.
that's your job, Zach. With all
No,
the
I have,
you
I
and all
have
the
an
people thrown in there.
obnoxious voice. I can do that.
Say something dirty.
I don't know.
Who's
I just
really gonna do
and it happens. By default, it's nerdy.
Is it too late for coffee?
No, never too late.
Yeah.
I usually drink when I'm on stream anyway.
Hell yeah.
So since we're like, are people gonna be able to like ask us questions? Or
Yeah,
what?
people
Yeah.
have been asking us questions this whole time. I can see the chat as it goes.
Justin,
Oh,
read us a
I
question.
cannot.
I was waiting on Jenna. She's like with you guys. She was struggling to get in. It's glitching on her real bad. All right, let me go back to the top of the chat here.
They're probably all like, Charlie's muted. They probably noticed before you, jackass.
Not a question, but a comment.
Background.
So far, Rail Artist has been a train-tastic adventure. I just wanted to point that out. I love portmanteaus. Thank you for that. Because it is. It is really, truly train-tastic.
Mad-o-matic. Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
It's been a train in my ass, but
Gotta get a train ran on you.
That got kind of dark there, bro.
Oh no, we can take this so much fucking worse if you really want me to.
we're already starting dark. Oh, this is only gonna go downhill.
So we got Jenna trying to get in, Ryan trying to get in.
Yeah, is
Barbara-
Armand coming?
Yeah, is Armand coming?
I think he's at MMA practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan is currently also struggling to get in. It says entering the studio, so I don't know. What are you waiting on?
I was supposed to be there, but I've taken a week off from a flight injury.
Oh, you're injured?
My neck. It's good now, but I ain't about to come back and start sparring as soon as I recover.
Mm-hmm.
So once next Tuesday I'm gonna come back and get the ball rolling again for fight camp.
Okay.
Sorry about your neck, man.
It's fine now. I can return it. It's just my head, we're doing wrestling wall drills, and my head went into the wall, and this whole side went numb for a bit.
Oh God.
It's good now. It was actually good Thursday, the next day, but I just didn't go because I just wanted to make sure I was really good before I go back.
Yeah. There's Jenna. It just says that she needs to connect her mic. I'm sure that's probably what she's trying to do right now. She's trying. Won't let her turn it on.
The typing was so loud.
I'm sorry, because my microphone is literally right next to my keyboard. So yeah, while they're trying to figure that out, because it looks like they're just having a hard time connecting their stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll just start. Keep saying I'm denying my camera and mic access.
Rangers ASMR.
All right.
I'll step louder.
Yeah, while they're trying to get in, I will. Where's my camera? No camera here. Start device. Shit. Yeah. Well, they're still trying to get in. We'll just kind of get it going. All right. For those of you who are new, well, I guess we'll introduce ourselves real quick because now we're 10 minutes in. Yeah, I'm Justin. I am the director from Rail Riders. I was also the Red Ranger on season 1.
We know, Justin. Just kidding.
You do. Oh shit! Sorry, Zach. Total accident. I tried doing something else.
That was on purpose. It's like your line's getting taken away from you.
Yeah, it really was. It feels personal at this point.
You finally got kicked out of the Power Rangers. You can go home.
I mean, I was trying to get kicked off that production the whole time. Like I said, it's method. Very method.
Hey,
Woohoo,
okay,
Rangers.
we're still introducing ourselves. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead, Michelle.
Okay. Oh, Michelle. Go ahead, Michelle.
Not you're next.
I'm Michelle, aka Charlie, aka Yellow Power Rangers. The end.
Is that
Next.
Barbara?
I'm the last Ranger. Remember, I'm Red Rider 6.
Oh my
Orange.
god.
Well, all right.
Go ahead.
This is where Zach is
I
on
just-
my screen.
So I am Zach, aka Gus, the Green Rail Rider Ranger. Thinking about it now, his color being green and my hair looking the way it is, I should have been Brock Lee. I think that would have been great, but you know, hindsight is 2020.
I'm Barbaro Transjuarez. I play Tomas, the 6th Rail Rider Ranger, Orange. And I'm also Julius from Gem Paladins, the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah. So I saw an interesting. So I kind of want to actually talk about this a little bit. Because Zach, when you were talking about the casting couch, again, for those who are new, you know, how did you guys get involved in this whole project? Like, Barbara, you've been around the longest. How did you get started in this, man?
So what 2 years ago, I believe?
God, has it been 2 years?
When
2021, you're right.
His name slipping my mind. Phil messaged me out of nowhere asking if I wanted to be a Power Ranger. I did not hesitate. I was like, yeah. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, and then I remember he gave you my information. I gave my phone number and my email. And as soon as I think you received it, you texted me and asked me what I knew about Power Rangers. And I told you I knew we take Sentai footage, splice it with American actors, and I think that was enough. But I told you that I know up to maybe the second season. That's my knowledge went there. In between is more like a haze. Like I didn't really keep up. I knew what was going on, but I didn't know the exact details and all the episodes from season 2 into recently.
Yeah, and then, well, you've now been in 2 seasons. I mean,
Which one was your favorite? No, don't answer.
Which one was your
that.
favorite?
Publicity.
Why was it which one was your favorite and why was it Paladins?
Rude. I'm leaving.
Okay,
Justin wasn't the director.
Look, okay, so I think I like Tomas more, but I think Tomas is one of those characters you gotta, if you really pay attention to him, that monotone voice, the way he speaks, there's a lot of influence to it, and I feel like one of my friends said it was probably a hard thing to do as an actor was to play a monotone character, but I feel like I like Tomas because when you think about it, he's one of those characters. He's not funny by himself. He's funnier in context with his teammates. You know, like he needs his team in order to be funny. Like he's not doing anything on purpose. He just don't know what it's like to be human. So I prefer him. So it's Jules. I do like Julius, but we had one episode, and it's like with Tomas and the rest of the cast of Rail Riders, we get 5 episodes, and there's a little bit more to each character. Like I feel like every character has a decent amount of screen time. I'm sorry, Justin, I betrayed Gem Paladins, but I'm Orange.
It's just that you wrote such great characters to this one, Justin. So he
I
likes it
know.
better.
It's my fault. I fucked up.
To Red Streak. Yes, I did pick Tomas as a reference to Thomas the Tank Engine.
People are catching on to that. It's nice.
Yeah.
Good old Tomas the Tank Engine. Michelle, what about you? How did you get involved in this whole fucking messy project?
Good old Facebook. I was on one of the Facebook groups, and we talked a while back, Justin and I, about me maybe being one of the Power Rangers, and it kind of like fizzled out for a minute, and then I saw another post about you needing somewhere to make a train. So I reached out again, and I was like, well, you know, we never did the Power Rangers, but like if you want to use my basement for the train, you can. And then you were like, oh shit, I forgot about you, basically. Yeah, can you please try out? I was just like, sure, you know, now that I look like an idiot, yeah, sure, I'll come crawling back, I guess.
I still remember that, like, we were talking for a quick minute, and we never got into an actual audition, and things were kind of slowing down a little bit with Rail Riders. I think I'd already found someone. I was like, you know, I'm not even going to really worry about it for right now. And then that person ended up dropping out, and then I was like, all right, I guess I got to throw up another one. Hold on a minute.
Oh wow, so I'm second choice. I see.
I
Or
know.
third or fourth.
You're actually not even second or third.
So many people quit.
Wow.
You were number 5.
But I will say, I didn't reach out about Yellow Power Rangers. I reached out about a different one in like a different season. Oh, I'm echoing. Am I echoing you off?
Yeah.
What happened?
Are we all like that?
Yeah.
Something wrong? Can you guys hear me?
You're not echoing.
Yeah, we all sound like freezing and there's like
Hold on, what's going on here?
real ones will get that.
It's Barbara.
Barbara, what'd you do?
Because in the corner of my room where my computer is at, because since I don't have a microphone or a camera for my computer, I'm using my phone, and I think the Wi-Fi has trouble sometimes getting in this corner, so it does this weird thing where it just kind of lags me out.
Yeah, no,
shit.
That's actually not lagging out that hard.
No, because sometimes I'm using my computer to see what's going on whenever I lag out and all that. So I'm like looking at my computer and my phone.
I think that's what it is. Your microphone is facing towards your speaker.
No, my speaker's off. I turned them off. I don't even have the
what?
speakers on my phone. I'm using my phone speakers.
Here, try jumping out and going back in.
So she said.
That's normal.
Thanks, Zach.
Ooh, I get the bottom to myself.
Here, I will.
It's where you're comfortable.
I'm gonna fully boot, and then I'm gonna tell him to come back in.
Listen, if I leave, I'm not coming back. I just want you.
Oh no, you're coming back.
You sound exactly like Gus.
Oh yeah, he's already gone. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, he should be back in just a second. So yeah, oh hi, look who it is.
Howdy.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. It took me forever to get this thing loaded.
He
See your
looked
face and I just want to grab
if
your claw.
Goku dropped like
Come
a
on.
rap album.
Hey B, you want to try talking?
Hello?
Yep, we're good. Okay,
Hello?
cool.
Woo!
Yay, we finally got our blue.
I don't like this. I want my spot back.
Do you want your spot back? I can give you your spot back.
No! Oh,
Oh.
yay.
I have
Oh.
this power.
I want to be number
I like
one.
my spot. I'm
No.
right in the middle.
You didn't come until later.
You didn't send it to me till later. And
All right. Yeah. Zach, how did you get involved in all this?
Okay, so there was this ad on Craigslist, right?
It's for
No.
a couch.
It was actually on Facebook. I'm part of an acting group, and you posted. You're like, hey, does anybody want to dress up as a gnome and like 120 degrees get beat up? And I was like, sure, I can do that. And then
Right.
Barbara beat me up.
And what was funny?
You started as a gnome. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes,
both
I
did.
did. So I was in Gym Paladins. I was like the most frequent gnome. I was consistency. And then
no, the most consistent was Ryan.
Yeah, what are you talking about,
yeah,
bro?
that's because Ryan was showing up with Henry though. He didn't have anything better to do.
What?
It's funny is that Zach knows my cousin.
Zach is cheeky
Yeah, like,
today.
he knows
Well,
everybody. Zach.
No, a big reason how Zach, you son of a bitch, how Zach ended up getting into this too was he knew Autumn. He knew Amber from season 1.
He knows
Which is funny
everybody.
which is funny, like that, because at first, like you reached out to me and then we found out that you knew Autumn, and I was like, oh, she's our Green Ranger for this. I was like, yeah, get involved in this. And now because of her, you are now the Green Ranger in season 2.
She didn't even know I was gonna be there. I showed up on set and she's like, what are you doing here?
Oh, I thought I could have sworn. I thought I again. It's been 2 years. I can barely fucking remember. But yeah, like so you got involved with Gem Paladins, and how did you end up going into Rail Riders?
That sounds dirty when you say that. I don't like that. But,
I mean, I can make it dirtier.
So
Please don't. We know you can. We know
Just so
you
y'all know, this was every day on set. Every day on set.
So I got the Green Ranger role because somebody, I don't want to say pulled out, but because I'm going to make that.
But you did say it.
But somebody left the role of the Green Ranger, and so I was pretty much last minute. So
Oh, we
You weren't that last minute.
Zach.
I wasn't
Weren't that
that
last
last
minute.
Okay.
minute, but
So
We were in the group for a while.
yeah, here's a fun fact, Michelle. I don't think we ever told you. Everyone but Armand and Barbara were recasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before Zach, it was a guy named Paul. Before Ryan, it was a guy named Joe. Before Jenna, it was a girl named Jada. Before you, there was Gina, and then Serena, and then
They sound awful.
Sharon, and then it was Heather, and then it was you.
And I stuck around.
And you stuck. To
Sharon,
be
and
fair,
then it
you
was
came
Heather,
in
and then it was
so
you.
last minute. It was kind of hard for you to back out at that point.
True. It was like, okay, welcome. We're fighting tomorrow. Like,
You're doing your
I'm trained.
You're doing your ADR like this weekend. Like
I know.
I remember.
Like,
How
You're
long
doing
was
your
it between casting
doing your
you
ADR
and
this weekend.
how long is it
Who's
between
that guy?
casting you and going into the booth? Wasn't it like a few days?
it was so fast. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what's going on. You're basically like giving me the lines as it's happening, and I'm just like, what's happening in this scene? Like, what is going on? Doing my best. Like, it works though. But you were great. You were in there with me in the booth, like, shaking me and stuff. So, I was like, all right,
Yeah, I know. It's
I
shaking.
cared. He's involved. I like an involved director, so it's cool.
Yeah. As you learned, I was a very, very hands-on, very involved motherfucker. I mean, Ryan and Zach would especially know.
Yeah, way too handsy.
Way too handsy. Well, Ryan, how did you get involved in this whole thing?
Gem Paladins. One concussion after another.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Did
have
you
you
actually
ever
get a
seen?
concussion?
Was it when I punched you out of the tree?
It was that one where I landed on my head, and then was it Pink Rangers?
Was it when she flipped you?
Yeah, she
Like
flipped me. I
down the
landed
hill?
I landed on my neck, and
Damn.
Oh
was
my
bad.
God.
what happened was like we had it timed perfectly, and then she goes to grab me the next time. She grabbed me awkwardly, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." And she went to like throw me. I was like, "I gotta go with this one."
I think that was
Wham,
the
right
one
on my
we
neck,
used
and I was like,
too.
I was like, "Oh, this hurts." And I was on the ground like curled in a ball. I was like, "I'm in pain. Don't touch
The
me."
thing I always found the funniest was when it was always like the small little fuck ups are the ones that we end up using like every time. Like for example, in my first fight, the very end, when that gnome, it was I think it was Adonis, like fucking shit blasted me in the ribs, and I went flying. I kept telling him, I think we did like, oh god, we did I think like 10 times for that take,
Yeah,
and I
you
kept
did.
telling him, hit me. And he did it, and he like he barely pushed me, and I was like, hit me, and he just wasn't listening. I went up to him, I said, Adonis, I need you to listen to me so fucking carefully. Hit me. And the next take, He listened, and he went full wind up, bam, with his foot right into my ribs. I go flying, and I'm like, awesome, let's do that again. And we did it like 3 times. I remember the last take, like I got up and I was just sitting there like, oh, I can feel my ribs about to be bruised in the morning. And I'm like, all right, okay, cool. I can't do another one. I've done 10. I'm good. That's it. Let's see here. Let's go through some questions here that people have actually been asking us. Oh, here's one. Michelle, people like your song.
Yay!
It was a good song.
What do you
There's a
mean
lot
I
of
sing that? No.
Matematic, thank you for knowing that it was me paying attention. Yeah, it was really cool.
least he
Jake
gives
was
you
super
credit for
easy to
stuff.
work with, and we knocked out the vocals in like an hour and a half. It was awesome. We worked together so well. So it was fun. It was a fun time. I was super happy to get to do it.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
especially
sing
since-
a lot on the set, and actually, I'm kind of sad like nobody got any clips or videos of her singing on
Yeah,
set.
to you too, Josh.
That's because I did all the BTS. So there's like
Well, it was you and Lynn that did like the vast bulk of it.
yeah.
No, we need to invite Lynn on one of these. I'm just saying.
Oh, we should.
We
If Lynn's
should.
on, I'll show up.
Or just any of the crows would be cool. You know.
Well,
Oh, you mean like me?
Technically, we have 2. I mean, Barbara.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how often were Barbara and Ryan fucking crows?
Hey,
A
I
lot.
crowed. Fuck you.
I crowed
You
in like
crowed
what?
once.
I crowed,
I
what,
crowed just
like
many
3 of
times.
those fights that weren't credited.
So if anyone knows, if like for everyone that's out there, when you watch the intro and you see Zach doing his little spin kick and kicking, and the crow that's spinning, that's me, and the crow that just drops to the ground is Ryan. So the
Yeah.
two main crows that just
Yeah,
spin,
actually,
me spinning in
oh,
midair and crow, and then Ryan just dropping straight to the ground.
You're
Oh, dude,
talking
I-
about the fight from this episode, right?
Yeah,
So
the
it
green
was
one.
funny.
Remember when you kicked me? You crescent kicked me, and I like flipped to the
Yeah,
ground
that
as hard as
was-
I could.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's one of the best fight scenes that
Oh yeah.
you're gonna see in the whole show, and I think that's
It was a good scene.
oh for sure, and it's mainly due to my guys like Adonis. We had Min got beat up a lot. We need to
Min
bring
got
her on this
Min
too.
got hurt,
But yeah,
especially
you guys
with.
sold that, so I'm only as good as my stunt.
The
crew,
crows
but
were
you guys
so
were
good.
Great.
Between Ryan and myself, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, remember when I hit the
It
ground?
looked
Everyone's
I
like,
did a
"Ryan, you
special move from
okay?"
Tekken or something on you.
You're all like checking to make sure I'm okay. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I literally made it look real. Leave me alone. Go
Who
away.
was the crow with you, Ryan, when you're like up on the hill and you're like, am I safe?
Oh, that
That's
was
not-
great.
Who was
That
that?
was Grace.
That was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grace. Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
cute little shot. I liked
I
it.
like that. That
Or
was
like when you had me get punched by Armand and I went flying and landed on a stick on my wrist.
that was the one we kept too. Originally, I remember we were trying to get you to land in that pile of leaves. On the last take, the one we ended up using, you missed it by like a foot.
Yep.
And then you fucking almost broke. Like I
Or-
said, it's always the ones that end up horribly that look the best, and we just end up using it.
Right. Or like when Michelle gave me a huge bruise on my arm for how many
Don't
takes we had to do
even
with that
talk to
stupid
me.
stick.
You threw me on my back, knocked the wind out of me. I was like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
hold
kill
on.
him.
Hold on, knock the wind out of people. You remember when the first time I brought you to training and you sat on my face and almost broke my nose?
Yep. I was
The
there.
first time you bring me in, I'm not trained. You're like, what moves do you want to do? I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll try this one. Like, of course I hurt you.
No, I still remember that. Like, it was the first day that
Yeah,
you know,
your
we all-
nose.
yeah, it was the first day we all trained together, and she was we were trying this one move where she was supposed to like bounce off my leg, you know, because I was pretending to be a crow. She's supposed to bounce off my leg, and she's supposed to knee me in the face, but she bounced off and then she slipped. And she went down and she kept my head and she kept falling. I fell first, and then her ass just went crunch onto my face. And I remember when I got up, the first words I heard were out of Ryan's mouth, and they were, "Oh, damn, I heard that crack."
Yeah.
Ah,
Almost broke your nose. What a way to go out, though. If you've broken your nose, like, what a story, you know?
would have been a better story. Would have been an improvement too.
We lost one. Barbara, we lost you.
Oh, he's still there. I think his camera's just off.
Oh, okay.
No, it's doing something weird.
It's always doing something weird. Oh, here's an interesting one. I got a question you've got in past streams. What made you want to choose ToQger? Okay, so I'm gonna actually divide this up. One, because I'm really the only one who can answer this question, and then I kind of want to pass this question off to the Rangers. So with ToQger, the reason why I picked it is just because I thought it was fun. I like ToQger. It's a goofy season. Like, realistically, for those of you who haven't seen it, ToQger is even wackier than Rail Riders. It is a balls to the walls weird ass season. Like Barbaro's character, think Tomas. His character was almost a 1-for-1 from the Sentai. The only big difference was that in the Sentai he was extremely suicidal. And every time he walked into a fight, he literally all he said was, "I'm gonna die here today. It's gonna be awesome." That was his whole shtick. But yeah, the main reason I picked it is because it had a lot of comedic potential, and I just thought, okay, I know it's getting skipped. It's never gonna get adapted. It's totally safe. So for you guys, Michelle, you especially, how was it working on this particular season? It's a lot goofier, it's a lot wackier, it's a much more comedy-based season.
I mean, I wasn't on the other ones. I can't compare it to that. But do you just mean compared to how I thought it would be, or
compared to how you thought it would be, compared to other things you've been on? Just what was it like being a Power Ranger?
Oh gosh, such a big question. I feel like I went in really not knowing how I should act really as a Power Ranger. I knew, I'd watched some Power Rangers, but it was just oh my God, how it's such a specific little niche group. And it's oh, what if I ruin the character? What if I don't play it right, how people want to see, a Power Ranger? And then as we kept going and I realized how different all the characters were and how, some are funnier and some Charlie are a lot more serious and focused in on that. I was I started to kind of understand it a little bit. The whole point is that it's just a meshed hodgepodge group of mutts coming together, and that's literally it clicks for me a little bit. Oh, I feel we're kind of living Power Rangers a little bit. Each of us is so different. Our characters are so different. We're playing them differently, but and so I kind of felt I became a Power Ranger by just I don't know, through the cast, kind of to know the cast, and I don't know. It's a corny answer, but that's how I felt.
Kind of had to live it to really get it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're out there at 3 a.m. in freezing temperatures, covered in fake blood with all these people, and you're all miserable, and you're pushing through. And then the lines come easily, I was man, I'm feeling this. We actually have to keep each other's spirits up because it's tough,
I respect that. Ryan, what about for you, man? You went from doing Gem Paladins and working on that with us. You kind of got to see a little more of how that worked. And of course, you were, this was your first actual acting role, wasn't it?
Yes.
So how was that like for you, and especially again doing Rail Riders specifically?
Nerve-wracking. I was constantly nervous the whole time.
Oh, I noticed. Oh God, I noticed.
Oh, thank you, Dad, thank you. It was just really nervous. I just felt I could have done better, but like you said, it was my first time trying to do something like this, and I was glad I was given the opportunity to to film something and be a part of Power Rangers, because all of us besides Michelle, I don't think she grew up on Power Rangers. We all grew up watching Power Rangers and was always wanted to be a Power Ranger. So given the opportunity was actually pretty awesome, and it's cool that I can let my kids watch to a certain point and then have to pause it and get up a little bit and then let them watch.
Like the Glock.
Yes. There are certain things I have to stop and then point out and be all right, kids, we don't do this in real life. This is just acting. Do not copy what I do.
Except if it's fun.
Yes.
Well, you were great comedic relief, Ryan. I felt like it was good. I think you played San really well, I thought.
It's with you guys' help too. You guys always giving me encouragement. So
Yeah, I didn't know you were nervous the whole time. I
didn't know you were nervous at all.
Hey.
I need to learn that. Oh my god.
I mostly knew because he never shut up about it. He was just constantly like, dude, I don't know what to do. Like, did I do that right? Was that good? I was like, dude, you're fine.
Yeah, I was constantly asking him, like, dude, how was that? Like every 5 minutes.
I can redo it.
You
Do
want
it
to
again,
redo it?
but better. No, honestly, at the end of the day, like my only real note that I ever really gave to you was speak the fuck up. That was the only note I had to keep consistently giving you. Past that, your deliveries were fine. It's just we couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm soft spoken. I can't help it.
That's why you got to learn to get better.
Yes, Dad.
B, what about you, man? Like, what was it like, going from Gem Paladin, watching Mighty Morphin back in the day, and then going and doing Gem Paladins, and then getting to do Rail Riders? Gem Paladins and Rail Riders, 2 very different seasons, and Julius and Tomas, 2 very different characters.
Okay, so when I was asked if I wanted to be a Power Ranger, right, to be involved, so I didn't, knowing it being a fan film, I did not think it was going to be to the level it is. Like, I didn't think we were going to have our own theme song, this and that. Like, I just thought I was going to be acting in another film, get to play a Power Ranger, and then all of a sudden it was like, when I remember when you first did the Gem Paladins thing, when you got that and you said this to us, and then I was like, it all hit me, like, damn, we have our own song. And then same thing with the Rail Riders thing. We got that. It's like, damn, I got another song under my name.
Now you've got 3.
3? Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Can't Stop Orange Ranger. And it'll be funny for everyone's out there. When I first heard it, it was for me. They didn't tell me, but it was an early birthday gift. So at first I thought the song said, "You can't stop the stranger ranger." I was like, "Hey,
you are a stranger.
I am the new ranger of the team." And I was like, when I got home and I listened to my speakers, like, oh, Orange Ranger.
I was very excited to see him try to rhyme the word orange, and it was just like, no, can't stop Orange Ranger, and then all that. I'm just like, you copped out, Jake. You fucking copped out.
Hey,
Supposed to put in there like door hinge.
Hey,
I mean, I wanted to see him go full Eminem with it personally.
Did you have Eminem money to spend on that?
No, but
Well,
I've got Jake. That's what I've got. And Jake's just as good because I can convince him to do stupid shit.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
I've told him that multiple
Super
times.
talented.
Oh no, Jake's fucking wonderful, dude. I stand by. If it was not for Jake and him making those songs, those theme songs for us, this project wouldn't be where it is right now. It would just be another obscure one in the background. Yeah. Zach, what about for you, man? Like, what was it like for, going from Gem Paladins to Rail Riders, watching Power Rangers growing up? Because I know you watched a lot of it growing up.
Well, I'm glad you repeated the question because you were talking for so long. I forgot what. It was really cool to go and kind of full circle. I actually wasn't expecting to ever be a real Power Ranger. The closest I'd ever come was when I went to see the Power Rangers movie, that one that came out. What year was that?
95.
95.
No, not 95. The reboot.
Oh, 2017.
Oh,
yeah, 2017. So I was wearing the Red Ranger hoodie, and these kids were like, "Oh, are you a real Power Ranger?" These kids are 3 and 4, by the way.
Oh.
So I started doing kicks for them, and they thought I was a real Power Ranger. And I was like, "This is cool."
Aww.
But you are.
Years later, I actually got to be a Power Ranger, but I didn't watch the original Sentai footage until after we had wrapped filming because I wanted to make sure we did our own. I kind of Wikipedia'd it.
You wanna hang out and watch it together?
I mean, yeah, we
I own it.
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would definitely be down for that. We can get some wine and cheese. Pretend we're fans.
We can have we can do all meet together and all watch together.
Yes.
I think
You
we
know,
should
okay.
try and get onesies, like Power Ranger onesies, like of our color.
Now
That's
you
probably
can
I would
make
do
it
Totally
so.
do that. I have a
When we were in
store
Pennsylvania
last
for Go Ranger Station, I remember these dudes at the hotel. These dudes like, "You guys famous?" Armand's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Not yet," and I was like, "I should have just said yeah." Armand just said straight up, "Yeah."
He knew what was up, and his season hadn't even started. No, his season hadn't come out yet.
That's because Armand does think he. That's why.
Oh, you made Justin mad. He left us.
No, I had to kick my dog out. She's being grumpy.
No.
You're grumpy.
No, she's a good girl. She just
Give us another question, Justin.
That's what I'm doing right now. Actually, this one's more of a comment. That this person says this cast is becoming some of my favorite in the franchise, regardless of canon. So in the 30-year history, the Rail Riders are somebody's favorite team.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
I'm actually curious to everybody. Besides your own character,
Here we
who
go.
is your favorite among the other cast? Like, not necessarily like who's your favorite. Like, like I would, like I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh yeah, I like Tomas most because Barbara and I've been friends for several years now. Like in
Like
terms
the
of like the actual characters you've seen on screen, who's your favorite?
Michelle.
Oh,
The character. Dad.
Mine has to be Gus because I feel
I
like
am-
if you just threw me in that position, I probably don't want to do that stuff either. Like you just made me. I gotta save the day. I didn't ask for it, so probably Gus.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
I'd say Faye. I think I like me some Pink Ranger.
But also, Gus,
She's
you're
all
wearing
like,
green,
she
that's
has
why.
some great expressions, like
She does.
expressions you wouldn't expect, like her little. If a crow falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound. I love that shot of her face. I'm just like, Pink is cool, man. She's like, and she's like so mysterious with all her bags of money and dead boyfriends and like whatever.
What?
She never even explains one time. Just no explanation. Like I don't owe you that. I like it. It's tough. It's tough. Bitchin'.
So
What about you,
for me,
Justin?
it's either got to
Okay.
be Faye or Tomas. I like Faye because it was a change up from the stereotypical Pink Ranger. Like if you go back, I love Kimberly. Everybody had a crush on Kimberly, and then you grow up and you realize Trini was badass and just as good looking, by the way. But
Oh yeah.
the thing is, like with the Pinks, they're always like the damsel in distress. I like that Faye wasn't that.
Uh-huh.
And then Tomas, he reminds me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, and I just love that about that. I was cracking up at Barbaro giving.
That was some of the influence, just a little bit. There's a lot of characters I got influences from for that.
Personally, I'd say Charlie is my favorite. I've stood by that since the scripting phase. And I think a big reason behind that is because Yellow was my favorite in the Sentai. That I was like, I'm gonna give her a little bit of extra care behind it. And I love when I came with the idea for her, where it's like, she watched Mulan just a little bit too much as a kid. That song, "Be a Man."
I did.
Like that one song just stuck a little bit too close to the back of her brain, like for the rest of her life. I don't know why. I just like when I came up with that, I was like, this is hilarious.
You know what's funny is, and I didn't tell you this, Justin, but like my friends will tell you when I watch movies with superheroes, I actually get so pissed off when they goof off a lot because I'm like, our life is in your hands. Like Chris Pratt, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, cannot stand him. I'm just like, you're goofing off and your friend is being tortured in this movie. Like it makes me so mad. So like getting to play a character that also gets mad at that, it was like fun.
Yeah, I would say Charlie's more like the Gamora of the team. She's more about just getting to fucking business.
Yeah, let's move it along.
So Gus, are you Rocket Raccoon, Zach?
Oh, I am.
Oh my god, hold
I
on.
want to say I am Groot, but no.
No, I'm starting to see it. Hold on.
Who's Groot?
Armand is Armand is Groot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say
agree.
Armand. I'd say Armand is Groot. I would say Zach would. Honestly, I would say Zach is Rocket. That would mean Ryan, you're Star Lord. And then I
By
really think
default.
Ryan left.
I think Faye would either be Mantis or what was her name? Karen Gillian, Nebula. I'd say more Mantis though, because she's there's just that something just a little bit off, right? It's like she's very sweet and happy, but there's just something that's just a little bit fucked up with her. Michelle, this one actually goes out to you. It's my understanding that Michelle sang the Orange Ranger the insert theme song for episode 2, unless I misunderstood something. You did not misunderstand anything. She is the one who sang that, the whole thing. How much of that was her as far as the lyrics goes, and how much was the song was made? So basically, how much did you actually sing of it, and how much of the lyrics were your input?
Yeah, the lyrics were not mine at all. He did tell me that if I wanted to change a few things lyrics wise, he was open to that. But I did change a few things in the melody. I was like, how about, what if we do this? Let me just try some things with vocals. Because he sent it to me with him singing it, which was already awesome. And I was like, this is great, but let's try a couple things. And he was totally down. He let me change some parts. And he let me add my own harmonies and everything like that. So I did feel like I got to be creative still, which was really nice. And yeah, the lyrics weren't mine, but I did feel like I had a little bit of input with it. And like I said a minute ago, he was so awesome to work with. We knocked it out. I just went in there. He let me do my thing, didn't micromanage. And that was the best way that I work. So it was such a fun time. And I think he's going to record another song for me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
When he sent me the lyric sheet, I was feeling it for the most part. I think there was a couple things I wanted to change. And then when he started to send me the reworks of it, because we're also on a bit of a time crunch, because I was trying to get this done, within a reasonable amount of time. I think Zords of Save Us All from Destruction, Zords Construction. I was like, that was one line that I was like, not really feeling that. And then he sent me something else, and I was like, my God, that sounds like a lyric from a Sleeping with Sirens song. We are not going to do that. That is too emo.
Or was it just emo?
Oh my God, it was something about I just remember he rhymed the words rain and pain, and I was like, wow, that's going extra emo right there. Here's an interesting one. Who do you think the leader of the Rail Riders are? I mean, it's Marcus, but I was actually talking about this with everyone the other day as to who the second in command of the team would be. I'd say Charlie.
Let's have them vote.
See, all right. If you
Zach's like me. It was me.
no, Gus is the best fighter. I said,
But he doesn't want to be there.
Yes, I don't. I would be the leader, but I don't want to be because you guys suck.
And we also don't want you to be.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He's
Yeah,
too
doesn't show up
apathetic.
for
He'd
the
be
one
all right,
fight.
guys, split up or don't, whatever.
The
But
problem
I
is
actually think
it would be too bad of a dynamic because he's so positive and you're so negative. We'd be like, who do we follow, mom or dad? Confusing.
Yeah, exactly. But see, I actually think Charlie was the leader. It's if you watch, there's a few Sentai seasons where the Red Ranger's the rookie Red Ranger. I think there's even a trope of that. And then it's usually a chick will be a White Ranger, and she's the actual technical leader, but she's not the main character of the show. And that's the vibe I got from Charlie and the Marcus dynamic.
Yeah. I feel like Marcus is a good leader, but Charlie's a better shot caller. Marcus, he's a better field leader, but if in terms of being proactive, Charlie's the one who's we got to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to argue.
You have some of the least experience or least exposure to Power Rangers among us, and you're the one who walks in. It's yeah, second in command.
Listen to me.
What's up?
Blind confidence.
Also, hello Seth, hello Owen, and hello Maddie. I see you guys have all been in the stream. I didn't mean to ignore you guys, but hello to all of you. I got one person who's asking, when is episode 3? Episode 3 is going to come out in around Valentine's Day, actually, which is fitting considering the contents of it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this one's actually interesting to bring up. Am I the only one who thinks Ryan's character is the most accurate to his Sentai counterpart?
Ooh.
I would argue Tomas is, honestly. But yeah, no, Ryan, I'd say, is also a good contender for that.
Go, Tomas. Let's
Fight
fight.
it out. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. So on set, I realized, okay, so when I was on set, once I got dressed as Tomas, because I know in the Sentai, the Blue Ranger and Orange Ranger, there was like this weird feeling, like at least the one episode I watched, I remember when the Blue Ranger and the Sentai, he would say things, right? But like Akira on Sentai was like, why do you like Tomas? He doesn't make any sense because everything he says like seems like he's not telling the truth. But the moment he starts telling the truth, he's like looks at him like, you're making sense now, or something like that. And I feel like there's some weird feeling I had towards Ryan's character where, as Tomas, I kept looking at him like you know, like I don't know, something like there was this weird animosity, even though Tomas will help him, but Tomas always gave him like this weird look.
Oh.
If you ever notice an episode, the way Tomas looks at him is different. When all the Power Rangers put their hands in the circle, Tomas doesn't even look at San at all. But when everyone else puts their hands there, he looks right at each one of them. I carry that
Maybe
over
because
from
he
the
gives
Sentai
San
just
such a hard
little
time.
bit. Just
Tomas
little-
is
Because
like-
Director gives me a hard time too.
Yeah, he does. Damn.
You notice that when he's like, most of you, and he looked right at me when you said that. I'm proud of most of you. And you
Tomas
looked at
is
me
like,
right
they
when you
don't
said
like
that.
Son. I guess I won't either.
Kinda, I think so. I think that's what it is. Like, because I
Well,
realized that.
That was the
and
direction I
know
gave to
I
y'all.
didn't even look at when Ryan put his hands in and said his line. Like I just looked at his hand, but when every other Ranger said it, I looked at everybody's face and like looked around.
Oh, Tress is good.
That's amazing. No, I remember going up to Dale because he was asking like, you know, what character are you referring to with this by this line? I kind of took him off to the side. I was like, it's Blue. Everyone hates Blue.
You would be really good in Survivor, Justin, because you could just turn people against one person and kick them out. Play the mind game. I'm into Survivor right now. I want to get on it. I want to send in an audition video.
Do it. What's stopping you?
Nothing. I'm just.
Then do
Yeah.
it.
I know.
Were you guys expecting as much traction as you're receiving with Rail Riders? Honestly, no. Like, I thought Gem Paladins did well, and honestly, I thought it was going to do as well, if not slightly better. And it did like 4 times. It did like 5 times what Gem Paladins did in a month going, and it made Gem Paladins shoot up like 5 times. Like, episode 1 of Rail Riders made our channel blow the fuck up. It was nuts.
I kept expecting it to like stop, you know. I was like, oh, woohoo, 20,000, 30,000. I was like, oh my God,
I
it's
checked
still
it every
going.
day.
I think
270,000 now.
Yeah. I think we had 100,000 in the first week.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think we're about to hit 300,000. I can actually look. Hold on. Yeah, episode 2 right now is at 42,000. It's not doing as well as I expected because episode 1 did so well. Yeah, we're at 278,000 for episode 1 right now.
And honestly, I want to say, like, I'm loving the comments. I read all the comments. Like,
Yeah, me
there's
too.
so much, that's my favorite part. Yeah,
I
you
don't
too.
read any of the comments.
Zach!
Because
I read the comments.
I'm scared of what they'll say. They'll be like, "Who's this kid who looks
I
like a
read
piece
it
of
and
bride?"
I look at some of them and I'm like, do you really think? I'm like, I want to say something.
You just start commenting back to all of them.
I was going to on one of them.
Don't do it. That's not a good train to get on.
No. Oh, I see what you did there.
No, I didn't even mean to. The sad part is I didn't even mean to.
Sure you did.
In my head.
I mean, what about you? I'm especially curious about yours. Like, did you expect Gem Paladins to do as well as it did, and did you expect Rail Riders to do even better?
I think he tuned you out, bro.
Can you hear? Can you hear us, Barbara?
Yeah, I'm over like paying attention to everyone else's question. Can you repeat that again?
Oh no. How were you like? Were you expecting Gem Paladins to do as well as it did, and then were you expecting Rail Riders to basically say "Hold my beer"?
I think so. I think with okay, so Gem Paladin surprised me. Everybody that started watching it and loving it, and what I thought was weird and it was cool too is that as an actor, I'm a small time Michigan actor, so. But for other people who never met me, just say Barbro, say like using my name, like damn, like I didn't know I had fans. Like Power Rangers gave me a little small fan base. It was cool, and I appreciate every one of y'all. And Rail Riders, I knew was gonna do really well just because Gem Paladins was like the base. We got the idea down. Now work on Rail Riders. Try to do better with that, and then the next season do better, and then so on. Each season is supposed to get better and better.
Yeah,
the way we do things. So I knew Rail Riders was going to do pretty good, but Gem Paladins was the one that really shocked me though.
Yeah, Gem Paladins. I was expecting that to only do I was expecting to only do 10,000 views, and then we posted the theme song, and that did 500,000. I'm like, huh? And that blew away every single potential expectation I could have ever had. And then the actual episode comes out, did 50,000, I think. And I was like, okay, not as great as I thought based off of the theme song. Maybe that spoiled me a little bit. Still did really well. And then again, episode 1 of Rail Riders comes out fucking 250,000 in a month, and I'm like, what the fuck? People actually like this shit. Yeah, Ryan, Zach, what about you guys? How did you guys expect it to pop off this hard?
No. I really didn't. And I was like, wow. I was watching it every day. I'd watch it. And I was like, oh, 20K. 30 more K. I was like, holy crap. Plus, I'm also telling everybody at work, watch this. Check this out. Tell your friends about me. I make your muffins.
Well, I didn't know I could see the comments too. Oh, I'm just looking at these comments now.
So we know the Muffin Man is what you're saying, right?
You know the Muffin Man.
Right.
But
Muffin Man.
I was not expecting that. It's particularly for me. I thought my character was going to come off unlikable, and actually it was pretty cool once episode 2 dropped. I even had people message me on Instagram about it. You guys know who you are. Thank you for reaching out if you're watching this. But it was really cool. It was a really humbling experience too for someone to actually reach out, give me props and actually tell me they like the character. So that actually made me feel good. Maybe I will go and read. I'm not gonna read the comments.
So I think my favorite interaction between us is it's like you're trying to find a certain song. We are teammates now. I will do everything in my power to help you find you. And you grab me thank you.
Stop your emo crap and man up.
I don't know why I love it because it's the way you just sweet whisper.
Well, there's a little bit of a bromance going on there.
I didn't see all this.
Lot to him.
This one is a comment. Zach and Michelle, love how you both brought your characters to life and love the attitude you give to the characters. The Orange Ranger song was incredible, by the way.
Yeah. High five, Zach. Wait, where are you?
You're hold on.
Yeah.
Get like this.
Thank you,
Like me and Michelle can go like
that.
this.
That was one thing I was honestly kind of surprised about. I really did expect Charlie to be a fan favorite. I was not expecting. I really did, and I'm biased because she's my favorite character of the cast. I wasn't expecting Gus to get as much love as he was.
Yeah, you set me up for failure, guys.
I really did, and it paid off.
With those ugly ass outfits, you had me.
Oh fuck you! You're
really?
Yeah.
You want to talk about outfits? You should have seen the outfit I'm wearing for 3. I had to change that up. Oh god, that was awful.
Oh no! Wait till the black vest comes out.
Yeah, episode 4
be
and 5.
Be on the lookout, fans, for that. Just wait, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, hey, shout out to Nick. This guy's he's an MVP. I love this dude. This dude always saying some good stuff about us. Appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, I love Nick. He's always in here. He's always a good dude.
Thank you, Nick. We love you, Nick.
Yeah. Michelle, you went hard on that crow in episode 1. I want to know which one you're referring to because you got a few in episode 1. I remember you gave one of them you gave Jay a black eye.
I did. Yeah. If it's the episode 1, where I have my hoodie on, and then at the end there's a crow against the wall, and I punch him, And more than once, I punched him in the face for sure. I was trying not to, and it wasn't that hard, but it did give him a black eye. So it's like, oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
But they were proud, and we took pictures of it and everything, so it ended up okay. Unless it's the one that I punched in the balls. From episode.
Jeez.
Darn it.
Probably they're talking about that one. They
No,
were like
no, he's specifically saying episode 1, which is the alley
episode
fight.
1. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Black eye.
I haven't gotten
Talk about the
any.
balls.
I was gonna say I haven't really gotten any comments about the ball punch. Wasn't that your idea?
Yeah, of course. I really just wanted to punch a guy in the balls. What can I say?
I remember you came up to me and you're just like, I just really want to punch someone in the balls. Can I do that? I was like, hey Adonis, can she punch you in the balls? And he's like, sure.
Yeah, they were into it.
He's a little too
Way too much.
There was a protective covering over it. But I went a little bit past it, so I did feel a little cushion there. Like I just touched real balls.
something. Okay, for everyone, what's your favorite scene from either of the 2 episodes of Rail Riders? So how about this? What's your favorite scene from episode 1? What's your favorite scene from episode 2? And then what's your favorite scene as a whole?
Huh?
What's your favorite scene from both episodes?
Oh.
Yeah, so what's everyone's favorite scene from episode 1?
Charlie, do you want to start?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm trying to think. If anyone has theirs, those
I-
should stay.
Episode 1, my favorite gag was when he tries to hand him the blue train. No thanks, but you're wearing blue. I don't like blue. And he just reaches over and just yanks it out of San's hand for the red one. I thought that was a joke.
That was funny.
I've wanted to see that in Power Rangers since forever, and I was like, why don't they ever make this kind of gag where it's like they're just wearing the wrong color and then they have to swap around? I was like, you know what? Based off of the whole theme of or the gimmick for Rail Riders where they can color swap, I was like, we've got to do it this season. We can't not do it this season.
And the conductor made it so much better too with his little parts, like him smelling the train when he did that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, we
all
gotta
tried.
get Dale on here, man.
We do, but
We
he's
do.
busy. Michelle, what's your favorite scene from episode 1? Ryan, what's your favorite scene from episode 1?
The gun scene.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Oh,
The
he
gun
said the
scene.
gun scene.
What gun scene in episode 1?
That's episode
The
2.
end.
Oh.
Oh!
No.
Oh my god, we do that. We have 2 of them. Oh no, that was funny. I was really expecting that to piss off a lot of people or to get a lot of flack from that, but people loved it.
You're like, Ryan, you're gonna do this, and I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable. He's like, just do it, it'll be fine. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna backfire so bad right now.
It was pretty fun filming the train scene when the trains wreck and we have to fall everywhere.
Oh, when you fell when you
that
fell
was a
over
good
the
time. Yeah, and it looked so good. I was like, man, I hope this looks like, our train's crashing, and it did. I was like, okay, it was fun to film, and it came across really well. That was cool. It was pretty much just 1, 2, 3, fall.
I remember we did that a few times, and we had to who was it that we had to put behind the seat to catch them?
Oh yeah, I think Jay maybe.
Was
I'm
it
not
Jay?
sure.
I thought it was somebody else. No, it was Ryan.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, because he wasn't in that
sorry, Ryan.
shot.
Yep. Whoa, where'd the balloons come from?
What balloons?
Imagine.
Oh, I liked when Faye attacked Marcus and broke the chair. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
God.
at the end when he's eating the sandwich and she attacks him.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all couldn't see that, but it was hard, and it broke a leg off of the chair that
Yeah.
was
You
over
break
there
it
that
off
he was
and
supposed to
just
fall
snap it.
into.
Yeah, that sound you hear of the crash, I did not add that in. That was the actual chair. They landed into it and just went. It was amazing.
I like the violent parts, apparently. Yeah.
It fits for Charlie.
Yeah.
Zach, what about you? What's your favorite scene from episode 1?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch episode 1.
Oh, shut the
I only
What?
watched episode 2 because I was going to be on this chat. I'm kidding. I've watched episode 2. My favorite scene from episode 1. Oh, I think, yeah, the gun scene, but not just that. I think the whole, party scene after their first time. In particular, I like that I ad-libbed the, I can't wait to leave you guys.
Oh, I love that line. I'm so glad you added it. Oh, God, I'm so glad you added it. It was so perfect.
Yeah, your expression was too. That was a funny scene.
Because that was a really long day of shooting, and I meant it when I said it.
Oh, you fucker.
That was near the end of was it day 2 that we were? Yeah, it was the end of the week of our first weekend.
I didn't mean it. Well, I
Yeah,
meant
you
it for
you
some
meant
of you.
it.
Oh, thanks.
For some of you.
Oh, can I read this comment?
Yeah, read it.
Well, hold
Don't
on.
give in to the temptation of YouTube comments. No one will ever let you live it down.
Is that from Seth Films?
No, we're going to read them and we're going to talk about every single one of them.
Every
We're
single
going to
one
do
of
it
them
the wrong
eventually.
way
Yeah.
and become super depressed about it. Start drinking more. I'm
I
down.
don't drink, so that's all on you guys.
Winter.
You were just talking about getting meat and wine.
What? No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were. Like,
What?
isn't this recorded? Like, we'll watch this later. We'll run this back.
Oh, no, it's recorded. It all records to YouTube.
Right.
What? I didn't say anything about meat and wine.
Barbara, what about you? What's your favorite scene from episode 1 and episode 2?
So episode 1, I think I like the introduction to each character because you get before the rest of the episode goes on, you get a glimpse of everyone's personality, what they like, like the whole beginning, because it's just cool to get to see who are the people that are going to be Power Rangers. And for episode 2, I think my favorite part is when Tomas actually jumps in to save Marcus, but because you see the interaction between him and I can't think of the enemy thing. What was that?
Schwartz.
Yeah, Schwartz. Yeah, you can see those two. They have some kind of history. I am sorry. We are not friends anymore. Or something like, I forgot the exact line,
I
but he
put
said
that
something like
behind me.
I'm sorry, Schwartz. We are not friends anymore.
Man, it's almost like you wrote that line, Justin.
No,
Schwartz
it's
was good.
No.
He did a good job.
honestly, I barely remember the script at this point. It's more that I listened to it so many times while editing this whole fucking thing. I can basically say every line beat for beat just off watching it so many times.
Yeah.
I never want to watch it again.
that.
Never.
We are not friends anymore.
But you will.
For episode 2, hands down, my favorite scene is the Glock scene. I was so happy with that scene.
That was hilarious.
I forget who it was, and I keep trying to remember it. Apparently, every time I guess, I'm wrong. Somebody really didn't want it in there. At first, I thought it was Todd, and I was like, well, if it wasn't Todd, was it Barbara? Somebody didn't feel comfortable with that scene. And I was like, maybe I should just change it to like a trash can. Like he just picks up a trash can, just like WWE smashes it over his head. And then I was like, no, it has to be a Glock. It's too damn funny.
I like that you took the risky move and putting it in there,
His guys. Whoa,
It was
what
Todd.
are you doing? Shooting him. You can't do that. Why not? You use flashes all the time.
You see, this is a little different. We use lasers, and that is a Glock. It is probably my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. I think Ryan's delivery for it was perfect. Yeah, Zach, what about you? What's your favorite scene from episode 2?
Oh,
Was it kicking Ryan in the face?
I don't think I might have really kicked him in the face, actually.
He looked like he went down like he did.
Actually, I really did. Yeah, that fight scene I think is one of my favorites. I also like me just being a sarcastic dick about the radar. But the fight scene was great because I don't know if you can tell on that. I'll have to rewatch, but I ripped my pants with that last kick.
That's right, you did.
Yes. And so like I've been trying to spot. I'm like, I wonder if you could see the hole in any of these scenes. So, but,
Never noticed.
Gonna have to rewatch now.
That's
just
right.
just to see his hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an OnlyFans for that, but I'm kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans, by the way.
He's kidding. He does
I'm
have
sure
it.
he does.
He does. He's lying. Don't
Go
believe
find it.
Ryan, what about you? What's your favorite scene from episode 2?
The end credits for the Crows. My name not being in there.
I put it in the full version. Shut up.
It's gonna be 20 years from now. He's gonna bring that up.
Oh, I'm just gonna
Hell
pretend like it
yeah.
didn't happen.
Do it, Ryan. Do it.
20 years from now, to this day. My favorite scene was I gotta say Zach's fight scene. I like that.
Ooh,
I
that
like
was
how-
a good fight.
His fight scene was like the best out of all of us, I believe.
I'd honestly have to agree. I think
Oh,
his was really good. I really like Jenna's. Honestly, I think I really liked everybody's first fight in that episode.
I hated the trees.
The trees? Oh,
Yes, when
going
you made
through
me-
the trees?
When you told me to run through the trees. Thank you for all the nice pokey sticks that ran to my side.
Am I safe? Okay, bye.
Ryan, I want you to, when you get to that corner, just bolt it into the trees. But there's okay.
I don't care. Just do it. It'll be funny. And it was worth
That was
it.
a buggy day too. There were lots of bugs out that day.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I was covered in pokey sticks.
Yeah, I remember like we shot that scene like almost like it was almost blackout. I was really worried that we weren't going to be able to use anything. I was like, no, I'm pushing for it and I'm going to make it fucking work. And it was just passable enough for me to use.
did we get Barbara's favorite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said his interaction with Schwartz. Michelle, what was your favorite for
Oh,
episode 2?
yeah.
I don't think we asked.
I liked the whole rain sequence. I thought that was really funny. Partly because I just didn't expect it, and I'm seeing all this footage that I didn't even know was going to be in it, and it was so hilarious. Just like I don't know. It was just my kind of humor, I guess. I was like, this is so funny. And I thought it was you in like a bunch of the scenes that ended up being some Sentai, which is crazy. But I love a good like character that's like torn up about things, and like the fact that you were that character but like over the dumbest thing ever just made it like that much better to me. So, and then I liked Faye's line, "We see you almost every week." Like I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I wanted to add that in purely because I was like, I need to kind of, I need to really hammer it in, like the passage of time without just adding to the beginning of every episode, like 2 months later or something like that. Because, the whole show takes place over the course of 6 months. So every episode, we're skipping ahead like 2 months. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure that was in there. And I think it really worked. It just, how condescending Jenna was. It was just so amazing.
It's too bad she can't be in here with us.
Oh, she tried. I think she's still trying.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, what I think what's going on is like she's trying to get onto StreamYard, and for some reason it's not allowing her to connect her mic or her camera, and so it's not. And unless you do that, it doesn't let you into the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's been trying for a hot minute. It's just
It's been
The
like
apps-
an hour, man.
I can FaceTime her and then just like hold it up.
Do it. Next question, please.
hold on a split second. More of a comment. Kind of curious to see how you guys feel about this. I'm gonna be honest, villain costumes look freaking epic. I've never seen the Sentai, so I thought the designs from that were really cool. Yeah, how did you guys feel about like the suit designs, both monsters and for Rangers for this one?
Lame.
What? I actually like the helmets. It kind of reminded me of like a knight helmet, the way the visors are. I'm disappointed I didn't get to really wear the outfit because
I tried.
spandex.
Yeah.
No.
I tried.
Listen
Same,
to Yoda.
I
there
liked
is
the
no-
costumes.
He didn't try. He gave up. It's all because
Yeah.
Armand.
The rail.
It's
Yeah.
all Armand's
I didn't
fault.
even think about this as like a reel until like the Sentai footage when he's like, my reels, where are my reels? I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Hey, help! I'm useless without my rails. You're always useless.
Yeah, you're already useless.
I
That was
love
funny.
that one. That was a
You know,
funny
I
one.
will, Ryan, I will say this, that like, even though you're like, oh, I was trying to speak up or whatever, I thought that your like dubbing was really good. Like, I like your voiceover stuff a lot. It's probably my favorite of that.
Yeah, thank you. I wish we would have done that. Used the one I did for that episode, but it didn't fit.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
I will put it up as like a blooper to that. I will do it.
I think bloopers would be cool. I mean, you could have added those.
I'm planning on it.
Jackie Chan style, man.
We almost did a purposeful blooper to you, Justin. And it was when we were, it was, of course, it was my idea. And they were like, okay, we'll do it if you want. But like, we were all a little nervous because it was the end of the day. And it was like, we were all sunburned and like kind of getting in bad moods. And you were like a little bit, you were kind of done with some things breaking. And it was like, oh my God, this is like the worst time to do it. But I wanted to do it so bad. And it was when we were filming the like the very first scene when we have like the tracker thing.
Yeah.
And what were we gonna do? Oh, I think we were gonna like pretend there was a snake or it was something, but it was like when you were filming. Like I wanted to wait till you were like filming this part that we kept messing up on and just like do it completely wrong. But then we didn't.
I remember.
I'm gonna be frank with you. You made the right call because with that scene specifically, I would have been pissed because I'm not pissed at you guys. More just like because doing that shot because I didn't have my gimbal with me. It took me so many freaking tries to do it, and if I was like, "Hey, I'm halfway through a good one," and then something fucked up, I probably would have just like punched a tree.
Yeah,
I was that day specifically. I was just not having it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you put the sunscreen on? I even brought it.
He never puts fucking sunscreen.
I know, right?
He looks like a fucking cherry
I'll be
tomato.
right back.
Barbara.
That's why they call me the Red Ranger.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No, I get sunburned so fucking easily, and I just always forget to put it on.
Well, like you already are sunburned. You go out in the sun today?
Yeah.
Only in comparison to the white shirt.
Only in comparison to the white shirt. I'm so freaking pale, but I run really warm, so like my blood just flows really well. Like I look pink.
My blood just flows so well.
I bet it does.
My blood just flows so well. I'm gonna hold on to this one because this one mentions B specifically. I'm not gonna answer that one.
10 years and counting.
What was everyone's favorite joke in episode 2 of Rail Riders? Okay, so I've already said the Glock, but if it's not the Glock, it's Faye's line when in the Sentai footage where it's it's Ryan. He goes to fucking adjust his rails. Faye, help! I'm useless without my rails. You're always useless. When I heard that actually played back on the day, I couldn't breathe. But yeah, other than the Glock joke, that has to be my favorite, at least from 2.
Yeah.
Zach, what about you? What's your favorite joke from episode 2?
I mean, my fucking whole character is a joke, so I'm gonna say.
Whole life's
no,
a
I'm
joke.
just kidding. Ooh, that's a good one. I liked what was Faye's line during the fight scene? Somebody mentioned it already.
Oh, if a crow falls in the forest.
Doesn't make a sound.
Yeah, I like that one because what it reminded me of is like when the Pink Ranger would back in the original like Mighty Morphin would always have these like kind of lame, well, all of not like all of them, but like Kimberly's stick out to me, but they would always have these like really bad jokes during the banter, and like that's what that reminded me of when they were fighting like the putties and stuff. That was like one of the most like Mighty Morphin moments. Oh, I should like trademark that we had during the whole thing. So.
I liked we see you almost every week, and then I like the not everything has to be imaginary that Tomas says, because it's like it's so confusing what he's talking about. I don't know. I like the mystery of it. It just makes you think for a second, like, wait, is this a sex joke? What is? Wait, he's like holding a train, and the red Power Ranger like looks down, and I'm just like, what is going on? I don't even know. I love that.
That is a good one. I forgot about that one.
It's a
B,
real train.
B, what was your favorite joke from Rail Riders?
It wouldn't. I don't know if you want to consider it a joke. It was more the little gag where that Tomas like didn't know, like to him shooting a gun was no big deal. Just shooting the gun, like it was nothing to him. Like this is the enemy must die. Everyone was like, whoa, 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 you know, like you can't do that. Like, and Tomas like he doesn't understand that. Like he looks at everybody like he doesn't see what he's doing wrong.
I mean, but like, why can't we though? Like,
There's literally no reason.
Zach,
that's
the
what
character
I'm
Zach
saying.
understands. Zach, his character Gus, like, yeah, you're right. Shoot him.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Gus beats people to death. Like, you know what I'm saying with this band.
Ryan, what's your favorite joke?
Not really a joke. It's more of a scene that's funny because it's Zach sitting on the curb going, "Yeah, go Rangers."
Okay, so I want to bring that up really quick. The whole reason we did that, because that was not in the script, is because Zach had to work the day that we shot that. So him and the guy who played Jailhouse were never on set together. So I had to think of something on the fly. I was like, "Fuck!" Like I need a reason why Zach. Why
I
Gus
helped
isn't
you
in
with
the story.
that.
Did you?
Yeah, I told you
Oh,
to have
that's
him like
right, you
stand in the
did.
corner with popcorn or something.
I remember
Like,
now, and I was just sitting there like, "Fuck, I need something." And we and I started talking. You mean Zach started talking about it, and we're like, "What if we did this?" And like, if we were gonna do it with any character, it only makes sense with Gus. We're doing it. Just,
I was like,
go
we should have-
Rangers.
we should have popcorn. It would have been funnier. Yeah,
In
go
fact-
Rangers.
In fact, a lot since Zach, you weren't there. Michelle got some of your lines for that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, she
this is
did.
the real reason, you know, Charlie is so popular because she got Gus's lines, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
just throwing
it
that out
was-
there, you know?
That means I do your lines better than you do your lines then.
Oh,
I mean, I didn't get
shots
to
fired.
do my lines.
But you did a lot of Gus lines.
Hey, when you say do lines, it sounds dirty. I don't like that.
It's just because everything I say sounds dirty. It's not
You've
my
been
fault.
doing lines
Oh,
this entire
you
time.
know what? Now there was another moment I did like that I thought was funny when Charlie asked Tomas, "Is he single?" and he didn't understand. He looks around.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
There's
There's
only one of me.
Oh yeah. That was a
That
good
was
scene.
funny. Like he didn't know what the hell was going on, huh?
There is
Looks-
normally
he, like,
only
looks
one
just
of me.
around.
See, I just like that Tomas is introduced. It just so he's been sitting there the whole fucking time. We just didn't notice this giant like Jack
Goliath.
construction strip.
Remember my own fan theory? I kept joking around that everyone imagined Tomas, so he's a bit of everybody.
I
Like how long had he been playing the harmonica that we didn't even notice the harmonica sounds either?
Like,
you know
Tomas
what
is
I
waiting for-
should have
He's just
done?
waiting for everybody. Like, okay, they don't see me. Runs into the seat.
That's kind of what I wanted him. That's kind of how I imagined it. You know what I should have done? I should have made it like really, really faint, just like maybe like 30 seconds earlier, just that slight harmonica. It just slowly picks up and you don't notice it. And then at one point it just spikes. That's what I should have done now that I'm thinking about it. That would have been even funnier.
That would be good.
What was your favorite moment on set of Rail Riders? Zach, you first.
Me first?
You first.
Ooh, that's a hard one. So there was this time where I don't know if this counts as being on set. So we were supposed to be on set though, but we went to like Noodle House instead.
Oh yeah.
And we're all like, yeah, Justin's gonna freak out, man. But
I was so
you
pissed.
know, chicken
I
out
was
great
so
and stuff, right?
pissed.
Was that in Ann Arbor?
Yeah.
We disappeared. We disappeared. We all went and got food.
And I'm
There
sitting there
was
like,
that.
guys, we need a fucking film. Where are you?
We didn't even. We were like so hungry, like giant bowls of noodles. Like we're not leaving.
Yeah,
Like we're gonna
y'all
finish
got me
this.
food too. I remember that. Y'all got me food. And I remember
Yeah.
just puts over it, just like scarfing it down.
We're like, we don't give a fuck. We've been here for like an hour and a half, and we haven't even started yet. We're eating.
Hiding. We were
Fuck
hiding.
him. He'll find us one day.
Yeah. B, what about you? What's your favorite? What's your favorite moment? Or favorite set memory from set?
Who?
B,
Barbara.
Was it?
what's your favorite moment from set?
I don't even really know how to answer that because
That's a hard
I
one.
do. I just like being there when we had everybody. It was just cool to hang out with everybody.
Well, thank you.
Right, like hanging out, being around everybody was the fun part. But then when it was done, and it was like, damn, this is over. But when it was a Sunday night, we all wanted to go. Every Sunday, like, okay, we're done, let's
Yeah.
go. But Saturday, when we're filming Saturday, it's like, let's go out to eat. Hey, let's go do something. But
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like in Gem Paladins. I remember every time we shot something, every day we shot something, we went out and ate.
Always Applebee's.
Yeah.
Every freaking time it was Applebee's. It was always that one Applebee's right across the street from OU.
Yep.
They fucking knew us. What I really hate, it was kind of the same thing with Gem Paladins. Like, I feel like I can't even properly answer this question. Like, everything just kind of blurs together. Because, like, you guys saw me. I ran around like a fucking chicken with my head cut off every single day. I did not have any room to rest. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that we recorded everything, I wouldn't even fucking remember anything happened. But I remember, I think one of the best moments that we had.
Ryan, what are
was-
you doing?
I don't know. You heard it? Like,
Sorry. I gotta bartend tomorrow.
Then mute yourself, man.
I thought I was.
We don't want to
No.
see your crotch, Ryan.
Right
Oh my
crotch.
God.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's my ass.
don't speak for me.
Yeah. But no, I'd say probably my favorite moment was I think I got the hardest laugh on that end of that first weekend when Jenna just straight up broke that chair with Armand's body. And I just remember sitting there looking at them on the ground, just fucking Armand just like wrapping his arms around Jenna and just the shocked look on their face. And we just all just bust out laughing. And it was just the funniest goddamn thing ever. And I'm just sitting there like, Jenna, that was amazing. I'm fucking high-fiving her. I'm like, you got in there.
Does
You
look
did
familiar,
well.
Michelle?
Yay!
Yeah.
Yellow and orange.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just.
Oh,
gonna
I need to
put these
get
down.
I need to get Zach and
What?
Jenna their
Oh,
their
yeah.
ornament.
Oh,
I got you
oh, yeah.
ornaments.
Well, thank you. Okay, I'll be right back.
Michelle, what was your favorite set memory?
You know, I don't think that you ever saw it, but Lynn would like pretend to be the director sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I had no. This is the first time I'm ever hearing this. What?
She would like pretend to be you, and she would act like you, and it would just be you had just like left, and then she would come over, and like it was so funny. It was keeping us going. Like that really cold night, like she was doing it, and it was like keeping us going. It was so funny. Oh God.
This is the first time hearing of this.
Yeah. Well, it was good.
I love Lynn so much.
Yeah. I feel like the best parts are always like the parts you don't see, in the
Yeah.
film. It's just like these things that happened behind the scenes.
Yeah. Barbara, what was your favorite? Oh, yeah, you already said from
Yeah.
eating noodles.
It's just hanging out with everybody.
Just
Yeah.
hanging, yeah.
Ryan, what was your favorite set memory?
Shut up, cat.
My favorite set memory.
Yeah, what was your favorite?
Hmm.
It was snuggling with me in the sleeping bag. Let's be real.
Honestly,
Yeah,
all the
for
Power
real.
Rangers snuggled a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of snuggling.
There was a lot of spooning.
Yeah. We were tight.
Don't say that when we're talking about spooning.
I didn't get in on the spooning as much because again, I could never stay. I was not allowed to stay in one place at any given time. I barely got to hang out with you guys.
No.
So that's a good
True.
question. Who is your favorite ranger to spoon?
Ooh,
I didn't spoon anybody on set. I didn't get the opportunity.
I'm gonna say
Everyone-
Armand.
We talking about
on that.
Weekspoon?
That boy is
Everyone
soft
treated
and
me like a
warm.
boss and just left me all alone.
You looked warm enough, okay?
No, but I remember
I have
that
to say
night it was
that-
so cold. Everyone was like just bundling up with each other. I'm over here just sitting down like by myself away from here, where everyone's like snuggled up under a blanket. I'm just sitting there.
It's because you were always like, I'm warm. Actually, you can take my
I
jacket,
was
which was so
actually.
nice.
I was.
I
like,
gotta
oh my
say, my favorite moment was when all of us were like-minded, when we were freezing our asses off and being like, "We're fucking done. We want to leave."
Mhm.
Was that the infamous night?
Yeah, the infamous night. We're all like-minded. We're fucking done. We're gonna leave. We're
Yeah.
all freezing.
Dude,
our
I
asses
was
off.
there with you. I was just looking at you guys like, I'm sorry. It's like we're having so many fucking issues. I can't keep you here any longer.
Yeah, and I had to help you
Leave.
with lights.
Yeah, thank you again.
We were all
Can't get
sharing
this
a
battery
blanket.
pack in. Look at this battery pack in. I'm like, give it here. No, give it here. Ryan, no. God damn it. Give it here. Put
What
it in
were
1 second.
could y'all comment some of your favorite parts from the episode? That would be super cool to
Ooh,
see.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes. I'd love to see that. Here's one. I really enjoyed talking to you guys and your amazing team. Love to see you guys. Oh man, he was from Michelle. He was
Maddie, yeah, I remember.
yeah. How long did the morphing sequence take for you guys? I think if you're talking about like the VFX of it, I think we did Ryan, Barbaro, Zach, and Armand on one day. Michelle, we did you, and I want to say we did you on another day. I did Dale on not Dale. What did I say? Dale, Jenna on a separate day. Yeah, and that all like just shooting it. I think each of you took what, half hour, 45 minutes.
No, that's how long it took to shoot. See, I show up on time, and then you have to, set up for 2 hours.
You were the first one I did, so I had to completely just figure it out from scratch. Yeah, so Zach was there the longest because I had to just completely figure it out from scratch with him. And then I was like, okay, so I'm just going to keep this. But like actually shooting, it took us all like half hour, 45.
I didn't know what that was. Like I got there and you're like, put this blue suit on and stand in front of the screen. I was just like, why?
I thought I had explained it to you. Yeah, I was like, we're doing the morph sequence.
I would have cared more about like what the photo looked like, if I'd known. I was like, oh, he's probably using it for who knows what, like I would have been different probably.
You look like you could have been Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four in the pictures of you and just.
I went as Storm for Halloween. I did. I love Storm.
No, I'm saying Sue Storm. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Woman.
The Invisible One. Yeah, see, Barbara gets it.
I just heard Storm.
But yeah, the morphing sequence took about 4 days to shoot because I had to do everybody individually. And then the VFX I think took Andrew, I think it was like a week. And I still remember when I got him back, like the final version, I was like, dude, this is so fucking clean. I love this so much. This is like my original plan was to like put you guys on a turntable and like completely replicate the Sentai footage. That didn't end up panning out, so I was like, fuck it, just do this. And it worked, honestly. I remember for you guys, I just remember sitting there standing there, just like, I need you to just stare into the camera and don't blink for like 45 seconds. You know how hard it is to not blink when you have to just sit there and think about not blinking versus just not doing it. It's one of the hardest things ever, especially when you have sitting there just like, don't blink, don't do it. I'm looking at you, don't do it.
If you're not thinking about it, how do you know you're not blinking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ryan blinked a lot.
Ryan.
Fuck you.
I was also balancing on the suitcase because I was too short.
Yeah. I was like, I couldn't lower it. I could only lower to a certain point. Then I was like, okay, just stand on this suitcase. That was
harder to like not wiggle at all because it was like this tiny little moving suitcase. Harder than the blinking.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Do you have any favorite parts that people have
Yeah,
mentioned?
I was just about to ask that.
Let's see. I'm seeing favorite parts. I'm seeing. Oh, it's a nice coat. The Glock. What is a pun? I love train puns. Tomas
What
and
is a
Charlie
pun?
scene at the end. Yeah, I'm seeing the Glock a lot. Is
course.
Tomas's harmonica also his train morpher? Because that would be pretty cool. I should have done that.
I like
but no,
that.
it was a separate harm. Okay, I need to tell this story because I have it on camera. The day we shot that harmonica, do you remember my reaction?
Well, we didn't have one, right? At first.
We didn't have one for like a while, and then I was just gonna layer it in. And then we were shooting, I think it was like You're Over the Shoulder is the first one. And then all of a sudden I just hear, hurry!
Oh yeah, because
I'm like, what the fuck?
Richard gave me one. You didn't know that I had it. I remember that.
Nobody told me. Nobody told me. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we've had one for like hours. I was like, nobody told me. That was a complete
God.
surprise. I was like, where did this come from? What is happening? Did I just hear voices of harmonicas ringing through my head? What is happening? I was confused. What are your guys' thoughts on the Megazord?
I think he has a big dick.
It has a very
Right.
big dick.
That's all you can say about him. That's what they want to hear.
I mean, obviously, Charlie's favorite is just the fact that the big orange train exists.
I have my own Zord.
Is it a train like ours?
It is a big orange construction train.
And you could just see her shudder.
I think we could really trust this guy.
I remember like my original idea, which it didn't really come off that way. If I had a little more time, I probably could have cultivated it a little
Ooh,
more.
are you gonna tell him?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The original plan wasn't to make it come off like Charlie and Tomas were into each other. Originally the intent was Charlie wants to fuck trains.
Okay.
She's sexually attracted to trains. That
That's
was the
messed up.
original plan. So like
You
that
would only come up
scene.
with that, you fucker.
So that scene at the very end of episode
I
2.
went with it ours. I was like,
Yeah. So like that very last scene when she's just like, would you let me ride it around your big orange train? That was not a euphemism. She's like, literally, I want to ride on the train.
like I want the train. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like if I need to go through you to get on the train, that's fine. But I want to fuck that train.
Trains are kind of hot. I mean, trains, planes, and
You know
other
what? I bet if Charlie asked Tomas will probably build her a train.
Whoa.
You're so right.
She would.
I'm pretty sure he would.
Tomas
A
and
nice
the train
one.
are one. They are
Nice,
one.
smooth one.
Like, is Charlie's favorite movie like Risky Business? Nobody gets
fuck?
I don't know
You're
if any of the
fucked.
fans will get that either. Tom Cruise hooks up on a train on this, like to the song "Coming in the Air Tonight." By the way, it's a great scene. Wow.
That's
Um,
fucked up, man.
It's not. I mean, they hook up on a train. It's like a main plot point. Like,
I'm so excited for episode 3 because that's when we finally get to do the infamous scene from ToQger, the giant train strap on.
And Charlie's not even there for it.
Oh no, she's there for it.
Wait, in episode 3?
Yeah, remember the like it was like the last day of shooting. I went around to all of you guys said, hey, I need to grab some quick ADR lines from you.
Oh yeah.
That was for episode 3.
Okay.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm excited that you're not excited.
Somebody asked how many episodes of Rail Riders there are going to be. There are going to be 5 episodes. Also, Seth, you ignored me one too many times. Hi, Seth. That is our sound designer. He is the one who did all of our amazing sound effects and who also did some of our VFX, like the one shot in episode 1 where the train is like behind you guys, even though we didn't have a green screen there, even though we really, really should have. I'm a fucking idiot for not having one. This is the motherfucker who put that in.
About the train?
God
Nice,
bless.
Seth.
Yes, God bless Seth.
We
God bless
appreciate
this motherfucker.
If I was gay, I would definitely date you.
I mean, I think he has a girlfriend, but he's a good-looking dude.
Ryan will date anyone. So if you're interested.
Yeah.
It's
No, here's how I look
2023,
at it.
Okay.
Here's how I look at it. Ryan will date anyone. Zach will fuck anyone. Barbaro will just
What the
fight
fuck
anybody.
did that come from?
Dude, how many fucking times have I heard you like make
You're-
passes at
You're the
literally
last
everybody
one to talk
move?
about this.
You wanted to
Literally not ever, except
How often did you make a pass at me? How often did you ask Ryan and I for a threesome, man? It was so often.
I don't recall that at all.
I do.
You see,
And then
for
you looked at
you, it was the
Barbara and
most
said, "Get in
important day
this."
of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
I want to know Barbaro. I want to
Hey,
know if Barbaro was into someone in the whole writers cast and crew. Who would it have been? Who do y'all think?
Me.
Because I feel like you're the mysterious one, Barbo. You're impossible to read.
That's true.
Me as a person, or we're talking
Do we
about
have
my character?
guesses? Oh, you as a person.
Oh, me, yeah. I don't know. I remember I had this nonverbal communication class, and my teacher in there couldn't tell because when she was talking about that, I switched up so quickly. Like I'll go from laughing, and all of a sudden I'm serious again and laughing. So she could never read me.
Yeah, you are tough to read.
You don't want people to know what the fuck you're thinking.
So we got this saying at work for me. Respect the unexpected. That's what I am. You just don't know what I'm about to do. It's just respect it.
That's very Tomas.
It's very
I like it.
Like Tomas and Barbara are basically the same person, just one
One's
plays
more
a harmonica.
extreme.
One plays a harmonica. How long did it take for us to film episode 2? Okay, so fun fact, episode 2 actually took us the longest. Because that was the one we had to keep coming back to.
Yeah.
I think 3
Hence
episodes.
the different hair lengths.
Yeah. I know episode 3 only took us 2 days to shoot. So 1 took us like 5. I think episode 2, because we kept going back to it and like we would shoot like bits of episode 2 on one day, and then like in that same day we would change over to like episode 4 or 5, and then we change over to episode 1. I think there was a day we legitimately shot a scene for every single episode in some capacity. But yeah, 2 took us the longest for some inexplicable fucking reason. We just had for some reason we just had to keep going back because we kept missing things, or we just kept running out of time on days, or Zach wouldn't show up.
Wasn't the last day that we filmed for episode 2?
Yep.
No, it was for episode.
I thought it
4.
was. Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was episode 4. No, it was episode 5.
So
I thought it was when we ran up and about to morph. Because Faye couldn't be there. No, okay. I'm thinking of something else.
That Faye couldn't. Shit, which day was that?
That was the end
Are you
day.
talking about the day at the train station?
No. It was like in the woods near your house.
Oh, okay. I consider that a pickup day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't consider that like a full day of shooting. No, the
No, it
last
wasn't a full day.
yeah, the last full day of shooting we had you guys had blood, so that would have been episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a full day of shooting unless it lasts for 14 to 16 hours.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. This one I just think is funny. Where is Rail Riding's version of Wagon though? Okay, so I don't know if you guys ever remember me showing you. There's a thick robot in the Sentai, and when I showed it to Armand, he was just like, "Man, why didn't we get the thick robot?"
And I remember Armand and I kept Armand was referring to Thick Alpha.
It was Thick Alpha, and we just said no, we can't do it.
So, wait, is that Armand who commented that?
No, it's Ill Will. I will 1.
So, I will 1. Do you like your robots like you like your pizza? Extra thick?
Extra sausage.
That's right. You comment back and let me know.
I'm waiting too. I'm like looking at the comments.
You
right now.
better pull that up if they comment.
I still think that we should have like one time when we get on live stream and we play like a drinking game with the Power Rangers.
We should totally do that. Minus the fact that Ryan and I don't drink.
I don't drink either.
Yeah.
I'll
Y'all can
drink,
have
I'll
your
drink
own
for all
shoes.
5 of us.
How would you think these grow? If I don't drink, I let these grow.
Oh, that's true. I'm doing dry January, so I won't be drinking for a month.
You making
I'll
that sound like
join.
it's hard.
Well, then,
It is-
That's called alcoholism.
No, it's just called liking alcohol.
A little too much.
Don't drink, kids. If there are any kids on here.
Probably.
Don't. You can drink, just don't drink and drive.
Listen, don't spend your money on drugs, kids. Become a celebrity and they give them to you for free.
Wow, that's
Spend
fucked
it on
up, dude.
headshots.
Has that happened to you since becoming a celebrity, Zach? People just been giving you free drugs.
If you think I'm a celebrity, you have very low standards for celebrities.
Oh, my dude, we're like Z-lister, but at the end of the day, we still technically are.
That's being generous. That's like we're like
Celebrity is a
E-lister.
state of mind. So.
Okay, so I gotta ask, Barbaro, headcanon time. I have a question. Why was the Orange Train not compatible with the other Rangers? My headcanon is or the reason why I wrote in is because all of the rest of them run on imagination. His is a literal fucking train. It is a physical thing that was like hand built.
Did he build it himself?
I would say yeah. I could see Tomas like actually sitting there and being crafty enough to build his own shit. If he could build a bathroom, he could build a train.
I figure he probably
That's
found a whole broken train and started working on it. Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah,
How long
again,
do you think it took Tomas to finish it, though?
2 seconds.
I think, I'd be honest, I would like to think it would take a long time, maybe for a human being. But Tomas, I think it probably was still long, but it wouldn't be long compared to the average person that actually does stuff like that. I think Tomas figured it out and can just do it. But so Charlie ever wanted a train, Tomas could have built it.
Tomas had a real train that was about a decent size. So
Yeah, I bet it was.
I mean, better than
Nice
the
and
rest
thick.
of the trains aren't even close.
That's
Because
the right
theirs
thickness
isn't
for
a
you?
big orange construction train.
I have my own Zord. It is a big orange construction.
The only thing he's building is expectation. He paid off. This is
The only thing
actually
he's building is compensation.
This is actually an interesting question. Waiting for the Rangers to acknowledge the missing Megazord fight scenes due to the YouTube. Okay, so
We all know.
Michelle, because the rest of these guys saw the results of this last year. What was your reaction to seeing like half of a good chunk of episodes 1 and 2 had to get snipped out for YouTube? How did you feel about that when I had to break that news to you?
Well, for episode 1, I hadn't seen the full episode yet before I saw like the YouTube version. So I didn't like have different expectations. It was just like added footage that I hadn't seen. So I was like, oh, that's cool. For episode 2, I was definitely sad that that scene was missing because I thought it was really cool. And that originally was the scene that had the Orange Ranger song in it too. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer to not have, the song in it, except for the website version. But then Justin was super cool about that, and he changed the place of the song. So
yeah, the original for Tomas's first out of suit fight when he's fighting the Crows and Schwartz, that was going to be the Rail Riders theme song because my idea was, okay, wouldn't it be hilarious? Like, when you think of anime and big high octane action, when that theme song kicks on, you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a big badass fight, and the heroes are gonna win. I thought it'd be funny if they just got disrespected to their own theme song, and then Tomas has to come in later and be like, nah, we're using my theme song now.
That's good.
Yeah, that was kind of my reasoning behind it. But I was like, once I realized like it's gonna get blocked, I was like, no. I this song is staying in. I don't care what it takes. I will find a place for it. I'm switching it for the other one.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you doing that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna just not let people hear that shit. Fuck that. No. You worked too hard. You and Jake worked too hard on it for it to not get seen.
Yeah.
Are you still figuring out when the Orange Ranger theme song will be released? Like individually. So Michelle and I are actually talking about that, and I'm still set on it. Michelle, you want to tell what we're planning on doing for that?
Yeah, we are planning on making a little music video to go along with this song.
Yeah.
I have some details, but
I'm still debating, and I actually don't know if I talked to you about this with you, Barbara, yet. I'm between one of two things. Either I'm going to use kind of like make it like AMV style. Either I'm going to use a bunch of Sentai footage, or I want it to be like Tomas kicking Crow's ass. Like it cuts between like
God.
it cuts between like Michelle singing, and then you just see like fucking Tomasov in the background doing one of two things: being super emo or kicking Crow's asses. And then we cut to set more Sentai footage. It would just be kind of like a mixture of that, or it would just be you singing Sentai footage, you singing Sentai footage.
I feel like we should make something new for it. I feel like we shouldn't use footage we already have, you know?
Yeah.
I think that'd
As
be
long as
kinda
I give you
fun.
permission, you can kick my ass for your video.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's out of a tree,
What
off a
would
building.
you guys
Okay.
like to see? Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll let you finish.
But yeah, we're gonna release the audio version first. I'm still debating on when I'm gonna release it. It might be next weekend. It might be the weekend after. Because I've got another video I have planned on coming out right now that I already have scheduled, ready to go. So I'm kind of debating on when I want to do that. But it'll be within the next couple weeks. But there will be a version. Then we'll get together and we'll shoot the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for everyone that's watching, Saturday is my birthday.
That's right.
What?
That's
Everything.
right.
We're gonna do
Be happy
Saturday.
birthday.
Or are we like gonna schedule something for a different day?
We already took him out to tacos. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
guess
hanging
what?
out with Armand this Saturday.
We love. Well,
Mhm.
I'll take you out for tacos.
All right, shit, for real. I'll
Yeah.
eat tacos.
We can go
Those
to
fucking
tacos,
tacos
we
are
can get
busting.
pizza. We can do whatever you want, big guy. It's your day.
I just
It
want to
doesn't
eat.
have to be Saturday. I know you're a busy man.
I'm not that big.
I know. That was sarcastic.
Ooh, these are two really good questions. Actually, one comes from Seth. What
Thank you, Mark.
do you not like about Rail Riders?
Mm.
Ooh,
The director.
he was a dick. Fuck that guy. Fuck that
Yeah.
asshole. My God, did
Smells
you
like
meet him?
cheese.
I
Dude,
can answer this one if you want me. Can I start this one?
Go ahead.
I'll get the trail. I'll get this train going. All right. So my thing is like we all knew it was going to be long days, and you will tell us it was going to be like, oh, we're going to get out at 5. We all knew that was a lie. Every time, it's like, yeah, we'll probably get out at 5 today. We all knew. We all added 2 hours every time. Like, okay, just add 2 more hours to that. I mean,
More
it was
like
fun
4
hanging out,
hours.
but days when we were told it was going to be a short day, we knew it wasn't.
I'm sorry. I tried. I
And,
was
like literally
I
every
was-
time you're like, this is gonna be a short day. Morgan Freeman.
Thanks,
was in my
everyone.
mind, but it wasn't a short.
I tried. I'm sorry.
But you know what? That is part
Yeah,
of your
thank you for
job as
Father's Day.
director is to like be okay being the villain because it bonds the cast.
I know,
We
against one
united
common
against
enemy.
you, is what she's saying.
It
Hey
does.
Ryan, you mind filming on Father's Day? It will be a couple hours. 8 hours later.
I'm sorry.
We're
I'm like,
not
"No,
training
no,
your
what's wrong with my
family."
kids?
No.
I have literally only
we-
2 fathers, and I've said, "Hey, let's go film for a couple hours," and we were there for like 6 or 7. I'm so
It was only our
sorry.
fight scene too, and we had to wait for his stupid outfit because you forgot his shirt.
I'm sorry.
Was it the shirt or the vest?
I think it
It
was,
was
the
the
vest.
shirt.
Was the
The
shirt?
shirt, okay. Because I thought that vest was. I ain't gonna lie, Zach. That vest was ugly on you.
Dude,
I-
that vest was
I-
ugly for
I
life.
liked
Like,
it. I liked it.
you know what?
Peter
You could
Pan.
have it.
Honestly, that was kind of my angle for it. I was like, I feel like
Make you ugly.
Gus should wear like one thing that just looks like shit. Like
You mean
he's the kind of
every
character who
outfit I
doesn't
had,
give a
you
fuck
see
about
my
his
shirt
wardrobe.
in episode
Don't worry,
2?
it worked.
Hey, bro, you should have seen that shirt he wanted me to wear for episode 3. It was
I think I
so
remember you saying
fucking
something about
huge.
that too.
It had holes. His tie was like falling apart. It looked like I was a hobo on the side of a street. I was like, bro,
You
I'm
look like
buying
a
a new
hobo on a
shirt.
train.
Okay,
I bought
so-
a brand new shirt and tie. I was like, nope, I'm nope, not dealing with
Hey,
this.
so it's funny now. Now we're talking about attire. So, okay, so some of y'all out there, this is probably gonna be news to y'all. So what's funny? Originally, we were gonna do where Tomas wears the same outfit all 4 episodes he's in. He wears the same outfit. It's just either he doesn't change or he just wears the same outfit in his wardrobe constantly. But we came up with I would say 2.5.
We sponsor again.
Barbie.
No, I did. Oh, at what point did it cut me off?
Oh no. It's the
And
echo.
then the echo's back.
Capo piso.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but the echo's back.
I'm gonna log out.
Yeah.
Come back in.
We'll wait on him. My hands down, my least favorite part was the end of episode 2, and it's for 2 key reasons. One, it is not what I wanted in terms of a location. I think you guys did great, but I think the way I shot it looked like shit. I think the location looked like shit. It was not lit well. We did not have time to sit down and light it. I didn't like the track. I think I did not do a good.
Yeah.
It was just so fucking rushed, and I could see it and I can feel it, and and every time I look at that scene, it's like this is not what I wanted, and it burns my soul every time, and I'm just like I wanted that quarry scene. I wanted to have the train in the background. I wanted it to be bright and happy, and just fucking every time I think about it.
People still
burns
like the scene though.
They did, but I look at it, I'm like, I know what it could have been, what it should have been,
Yeah.
and it would have been better. And what kills me, it's like there was nothing any of us could do because a fucking tornado started outside. We had to get inside. We're like, we gotta fucking do this inside. And I didn't want to call you guys back, and I was like, fuck, let's just do it. Yeah. I had to swallow my pride so fucking hard.
Ooh, Ryan's back.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to take off. I gotta get up at like 4 a.m.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, we're already about the 2-hour mark. Yeah, what about you guys? What's your least favorite part of the series? Least favorite part of the show?
Poor Justin.
And the funny thing is, he said it at the same time, but I was on mute, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Trying to steal my thunder.
I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, "The director," and you said it right when I said it, and I was like, "Crap, I'm on mute, am I?" I'm like, "Shit, I am."
My least favorite part was probably the first few days that we filmed in the train because I was so cold. I could barely think. Like I was shivering so hard. I don't know how many calories I burned just from shivering so much. And it was like, okay, I was glad to be wearing, sleeveless or t-shirts later in the year when it was hot. But like in March, and we were in a garage. Yeah, I was so cold. That was my least favorite. It was rough.
That was fucking rough. Let's end it out on one more good question.
Yeah.
What was the hardest scene to film for everybody? Like, what was
the makeout scene with Zach?
Oh, right, in episode 5.
You're giving away spoilers.
But yeah.
Bet y'all didn't expect blue and green.
No, it was supposed to be blue and pink.
I actually I feel like when I read the script and when I watch scenes green and pink were supposed to be a thing at some point. That's just the vibe I get. I'm like Gus spends a disproportionate amount of time with Pink, who is should be the most annoying one to him, probably.
No, it was supposed to be me and Pink, but that scene got cut out. Yeah,
I did not see that coming.
So basically the story was
don't tell him because we're not down there yet.
Oh, okay.
Make him guess.
We can wait until we get to the end of the show, and then we'll tell them what got cut.
Okay.
Yeah, because it kind of leads more into what will come in between.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah. But yeah, Zach, what was hardest scene for you to film?
Hardest scene for me to film? Any scene that I was wearing that fucking black vest, man.
Dude, if I knew you hated that vest so much from
I
the
told
jump,
you. We all told you, man.
We all told you that. Dude, you just don't listen.
Oh, no, I don't. Let's be real.
Good Lord, was that bad? Where is that? I'm pretty sure I burnt that.
It's somewhere in my closet.
Yeah, you still have half my shit too.
We should have
Come
a party
get
where
it!
we burn that fucking vest. Barbara, you gonna come?
What to the burning?
Yeah.
Burn.
We'll burn
the
that
fuck
and get
burn.
tacos.
All right, yeah, for sure.
He just started tacos. He's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Tacos.
We can cook the tacos on the fire that we burn your shirt in.
I don't know. It might contaminate the tacos. I don't want that ugliness to touch the tacos.
He doesn't want the fumes to soak into that meat.
I think the hardest part for me was the last fight. I won't say why, but probably my fight with Faye was tricky. But I ended up really liking it a lot. But
That was a really
It's
cool
tricky.
fucking scene. That one really big shot that I did was so fucking cool.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, I need to actually go through and like put that together because like 3 is mostly done. 5 is like halfway done. I haven't even touched 4. I just recently started touching 4. Yeah, so I gotta go back and do that. Michelle, what about you? What was the hardest scene for you to film?
Wait, me? Oh, I just said what it was.
What was it? I wasn't paying attention.
That fight.
Oh,
You
that
guys
fight.
talked about
Jesus
it,
fucking
man.
Christ.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
fucking Christ.
What the?
I'm out of it. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
It's okay.
B, what about you? What was the hardest part?
Okay, so on 2 different occasions, May has told Moss, I think the hardest part was that late night shoot where it was so cold.
Yeah.
And then the second time, remember the last time I curled up, I don't know, that day was especially hot. And I remember wearing that suit and it took like the life out of me wearing the curl suit. That one fight. That was your fight, Michelle. That fight that you and Jenna were having. That fight.
Oh,
when I
that
was-
one,
Bro,
yeah.
that suit took like it just that especially on that day, I feel like I was gonna die in that
That
suit.
was a hot
for
day. Remember the scene at the it was like the train scene and I was in like the leather pants like that day and some of y'all were in
Oh, was it at the train
suits and
station?
stuff. That was a hot day.
That was.
I got
fucking
sunburnt that
scorcher.
day too.
You guys thought it was hot. You didn't realize what I was wearing.
Right.
Yeah, Brian had a full outfit. Okay, I don't want to give out any spoilers.
Oh no, he was just wearing a full suit.
Yeah.
He was.
You want to talk about who was hot?
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
remember.
leather, but then like Barbaro had his leather jacket and I had leather pants. Like leather's not good
Oh, I
in
didn't
this
wear a
one either.
jacket, I think, for that.
Yeah,
Oh, you
no, we
didn't?
told him to take it off
Oh, okay.
because it was just too hot. We were like, I can't see you go through this, dude. Take it off. I remember Zach, you got lucky. You just had a short sleeve shirt on. We put Armand back in the the Letterman jacket.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
He had his jacket on.
Yeah, Jenna was just wearing a sundress, so she kind of got it easy.
Nice.
I remember I at one point was like, I actually put my leather coat back on because I was like, if you guys are going through this, so am I. And then I
Oh.
took it off because I said, fuck this shit. I tried to stand in solidarity, but I failed.
And the camera stopped working. We had to like put it in ice or something, right?
Multiple times.
Yeah, like a bunch. That's why that day
Multiple
took so long.
times. Yeah, if it wasn't for the camera overheating as much as it did, especially like the last day we shot in the train, it was doing it constantly, and we had to we were on a time limit. Like we had to get the fuck out of there, but we had to keep braking because there was no ventilation and
Like every 5 minutes it stopped working.
yeah, and I eventually figured out why. Because the transmitter that I used to transfer to the director's monitor so like Holly could see what was going on for scripty shit, because that thing had its own fan and it had its own heat source and it was right there against the camera, so it just radiated and it was cooking the camera.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it never dawned on me until like after we got done filming and we were like, that's why it was happening. And then I think it was one of the last days. It was kind of doing the same thing. Like I had more or less jury rigged it. We had to like stick it in the cooler. We literally had to put the camera on ice to get it to work. Hold on. Justin, I'm thankful for you. Thank you. Somebody understands me and my pain. I put these guys through hell.
Don't give him
I am-
sympathy.
I know the
That's
pain more than
lit,
anything.
probably.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. I recognize that name, Avalon Oak. Oh shit! I haven't heard from you. Hello, Avalon. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Jesus Christ! Fucking hit me up, why don't you? But no, I'd say probably the hardest scene, honestly, was the infamous late night, And it wasn't even because, like, the scene itself, it wasn't because, shooting so late. It was because we went so long that day. And I remember, like, sitting there and I'm talking with Jay and Gina, and we made the call, we gotta wrap up here and we gotta come back. And I remember walking over to you guys and I felt so fucking ashamed because I was like, no, we're finishing tonight. We're doing this. I'm not going to have to call you guys back. We're going to get this done. I'm going to fucking do what I promised you. I'm going to fucking finish. I promised these guys. And then I couldn't hold to it. And my heart sank into my stomach and I walked over to you guys, head hung low.
Your
And
heart
I
didn't
Hey,
turn
I
to
lost my
justice?
keys.
Huh?
I
Oh,
said your
yeah.
heart
I
didn't
lost
turn
my
to
keys.
justice?
Yeah. What'd you say, B?
I said your heart didn't turn to justice.
No, it didn't. No,
You
it
didn't see the
fucking didn't.
rainbow?
No, it turned to
Heart
pure
turned to
fucking
justice.
shame. I felt so ashamed having to tell you guys and break that news to you. And I was just like, I don't know if you guys could tell how much my heart was breaking that night. Like the
In
moment I had
hindsight,
told you
it
that.
kind of trauma bonded us, though. I feel like it was the worst night, but it was kind of the best night in some ways because
Good
we
night.
were trauma bonded after that.
We'll make a whole documentary just about that fucking night.
Hopefully, it'll come through in the acting. It was a good night for it based on the script.
Just everybody just fucking hating me. All right. But yeah, we've been going for a while now. I think we should wrap up here. So, guys, thank you to each one of you for being here. Michelle, Zach, Barbaro, maybe Ryan.
Oh,
Thank you,
fuck
guys.
you.
Ryan, thank
Thanks
you
all of you
especially.
for watching and commenting and
Yes,
being
thank you
awesome.
guys for all the support.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Michelle
A bunch-
always says thank you and like the nice stuff first. She steals our thunder, you see.
She does.
What?
This is why she's the
Pretty sure
leader.
we said it.
She takes the lead on shit. All right. But thank you all so much for showing up. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you guys in episode 3.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Wait, how do the Gen Zs do the heart now? It's like
Oh Jesus.
this.
You're so
shit.
old.
I am old.
Dude, wait, Zach, aren't you older than her?
Yeah,
He left.
He tipped out and
He
heard
was
that
like-
question. He's
he
like,
was-
no.
you knew.
He was like,
No.
fuck it, I'm out.
All right,
Love
guys.
you all. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Justin, you still suck.
Fuck you. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night.